Every day you wake up, you carry with you not just your body, not just your thoughts, but the weight of your history. The old patterns, the old beliefs, the old choices, they cling to you like shadows. And if you don't recognize them, if you don't confront them, they shape your future without your permission. You say you want a new life. You say you want success. You say you want transformation. But here is the truth. You cannot step into a new life with the old you. You have to erase the old you and rebuild the new you. The old you is built from years of repetition. It is the sum of your habits, your fears, your excuses, your failures, and even your victories. The old you is comfortable, predictable, and safe, but it is also the version of you that has kept you stuck. It is the version that knows how to survive, but not how to thrive. And if you keep holding on to it, if you keep defending it, you will never rise to the future that is waiting for you. The truth is, transformation begins with destruction. You must first unlearn before you can learn. You must dismantle the lies you tell yourself before you can build the truth. You must burn away the layers of doubt, fear, and hesitation before the new you can emerge. This is why transformation feels uncomfortable. This is why it feels like loss. Because in many ways, it is. You are losing the old identity. You are saying goodbye to the version of you that you have carried for years. But understand this. If you want to become who you are destined to be, you cannot stay who you are today. Think about the butterfly. Before it can fly, before it can show its wings to the world, it must first allow the caterpillar to die. The old form must dissolve so the new one can rise. This is nature's law. The same is true for you. If you want freedom, if you want to rise higher, you must erase the old you. But what does it mean to erase the old you? It means letting go of the stories you keep repeating. The stories that say, "I'm not good enough." The stories that whisper, "This is just who I am." The stories that convince you to stay small. Those are not truths. They are scripts written by your past experiences, and you have been acting them out for too long. To erase the old you, you must stop reciting those stories. You must stop clinging to the identity of limitation. Erasing the old you also means letting go of toxic habits. The late nights, the wasted hours, the distractions that keep you away from your goals, those are the bricks that built the old you. You cannot carry them into the future. If you want a new body, you cannot keep the old habits of laziness. If you want wealth, you cannot keep the old habits of spending recklessly. If you want peace, you cannot keep the old habits of anger and bitterness. Every habit is a brick, and the old you was built brick by brick. If you want the new you must replace them one by one with new ones. And here is where rebuilding begins. Rebuilding is not a single event. It is not a one-day decision. It is a process. It is the daily act of choosing the new identity, even when it feels uncomfortable. It is the discipline of repeating new actions until they become the foundation of who you are. You don't rebuild yourself in one leap. You rebuild yourself in small, consistent steps, day after day, until the person you are today becomes unrecognizable compared to the person you were yesterday. Rebuilding requires patience. You cannot rush transformation. A seed doesn't become a tree overnight. A building is not raised in a single day. You must trust the process. Every workout, every book read, every disciplined choice, every small victory is a brick placed into the foundation of the new you. And brick by brick, you are constructing a life that reflects the vision in your mind. But here's the hardest part. Erasing the old you means letting go of comfort. The old you is safe, familiar, and easy. It whispers to you, "Stay here. It's not so bad." But comfort is the enemy of growth. Comfort is the cage that holds you back. You must choose discomfort, because discomfort is where transformation happens. When you wake up earlier than you want, when you push harder than you feel like, when you do what needs to be done even when you don't feel like it, that is where the new you is born. The old you is tied to feelings. The new you is tied to commitment. The old you listens to fear. The new you listens to vision. The old you clings to excuses. The new you clings to discipline. This is the difference between staying stuck and rising higher. And understand this: identity shapes destiny. Who you believe you are will dictate what you do. If you keep calling yourself lazy, if you keep identifying with weakness, then your actions will match that identity. But if you declare, "I am disciplined, I am strong, I am becoming greater every day," then slowly your actions will rise to match your belief. The new you begins in the mind. It begins with a decision. I will no longer be the person I was. I will rebuild myself into the person I must become. This is not easy work. It is the hardest work you will ever do, because you are not just changing what you do, you are changing who you are. But there is nothing more rewarding. There is no victory greater than breaking free from the chains of your old self. And here is the beauty. The new you is already inside you. It is not something you have to go find in the world. It is buried within, waiting to be uncovered. Every act of discipline, every moment of courage, every step of faith, it brings that new you closer to the surface. But you must decide. You must commit. You must be ruthless about erasing the old you. Because if you don't, the old you will fight to stay alive. It will try to pull you back into comfort, into habits, into excuses. And if you are not vigilant, it will win. That is why you must be stronger. That is why you must be intentional. That is why you must keep your vision in front of you every single day. Do not wait for the right time. Do not wait for permission. Do not wait for the stars to align. Transformation begins now. Erase the old you now. Rebuild the new you now. Because every day you wait, the old you grows stronger, and your future slips further away. Close your eyes and imagine the life you want to live. Imagine the health, the strength, the success, the peace, the fulfillment. That life is possible. But only if you become the person capable of living it. The old you cannot handle that life. That is why it is not here yet. You must transform into the new you, the version of yourself who can step into that vision and make it real. And remember this: every great transformation requires sacrifice. You will lose friends who only knew the old you. You will lose habits that once comforted you. You will lose excuses that once protected you. But what you gain will be infinitely greater. You will gain freedom. You will gain strength. You will gain a life that reflects your highest potential. The old you is heavy. It is dragging you backward. The new you is light. It is pulling you forward. Choose wisely which one you feed. So today, make the decision. Erase the old you. The excuses, the doubts, the comfort zones. They must go. And with discipline, with vision, with relentless action, begin to rebuild the new you. The you that is fearless. The you that is powerful. The you that is unstoppable. You have to erase the old you and rebuild the new you. Because your destiny depends on it. Because the future you want will not wait forever. Because the life you dream of is not for the person you are today. It is for the person you are willing to become. Rise up. Burn away the old. Build the new. And never look back.